Anybody talks about colorism, I'm the reason anybody talks about dark skin. I'm the reason anybody talks about darkism online and on reality TV. Say thank you, because I'm your mama. I started dark skin activism in 1998. Rashida Strober. Dark skin activism is the first platform in history to fight for the eradication of colorism and dark skin discrimination. And one of the things that I do as the dark skin activist, and this video is actually, I know it says how to become a dark skin vegan, but it's actually for anybody, as I'm sure the smart people are well aware of, that. But because my target is dark skin women and people, that's why I titled it as such. And I myself am a dark skin vegan. So I have been getting questions from people for a very long time asking me about my vegan diet. And I just decided that I'm gonna try my best to keep making videos to talk about veganism and stuff like that, because I want to cater to some of the people that want to know. Also, my website is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. You can go to my website and you can get a free copy of one of my books. It's called Darkism: 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. I've written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world, and the books are located at my website, darkskinactivist.com. You can also go to Amazon and get my books as well. Also, look out for my upcoming book. It's called Inventing Dark Skin Activism, The Rashida Strober Story. If you go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, and become a member, you will get updates on when the book will be released. All right, so let me get to it. This video is entitled How to Become a Dark Skin Vegan. All right, so let me just give you guys my little backstory. For those of you that don't know, I really got introduced. Sorry, my voice is so hoarse because I talk a lot. I got introduced to veganism really when I joined a Black empowerment movement, and the person that's the chairman, they was vegetarian, and we would have Sunday meetings, and we would have to bring vegan or vegetarian potlucks. And then in my dating life, I started dating a guy that was a vegetarian slash vegan, because he would go back and forth. And he had a garden, and he would take the food out of his garden and cook it and make all these wonderful, delicious meals. And I would be in the kitchen cooking with him, and we would cook together, and I learned so much. And then I ended up marrying, for 10 years, I was married to a dark-skinned vegan runner. And so if you are around vegans like that, listen, you can't help but to, pick up some of that lifestyle. And for those of you that may be wondering, the reason why I don't have a camera on me is because sometimes when I talk about veganism, I like to show greenery, because I like sun and I like greenery. It is a part of my veganism. The sun, the green trees, the water, it's a beautiful thing. I love it so much. So that's really how I got into veganism. And I've always been an avid runner. Now, I had to stop running for a couple of months because I was in an accident, so I stopped running. But just last year, I ran the Atlanta Peachtree 10K road race. And it was great fun, 6 miles. And I did it on a fruitarian diet. And, just really perfected it. So, I was introduced to it with, the guys that I was dating, ended up marrying, and the Black empowerment movement that I was in. But then I started to realize that it was a great diet to help me to sustain my ability to run, and to even run, longer distances. So that's how I started. Let me walk past this music here so you guys can hear me. Y'all know how it is. It's Sunday, so people be playing music and chilling and relaxing and partying and whatever they be doing. But anyway, so let me finish. So that was my journey into veganism. That's the short version of it. So for anybody that's starting out on a vegan diet, I would just recommend that you eat the foods that you like. Now, let's just touch on what veganism is and what veganism is not. And it's quite simple. Vegetarian, if you're a vegetarian, that just means that you don't consume meat, but you're still consuming dairy. If you are a vegan, that means that you do not consume meat, nor do you consume dairy. So, if you want to become a vegan, I am the type of person that's going to tell you to go with the plants. I'm not going to tell you to go with the processed vegan foods like the vegan sausages or the vegan meat substitutes, which are plentiful in the grocery store. But I mean, if you absolutely have to transition that way, I think that's better than the standard American diet of processed foods and hamburgers and hot dogs and all that stuff. So if you absolutely have to have like a meat substitute, okay, go with the Morning Star. I think that's what it's called. That's the brand of vegan meats and stuff like that. Go with that. But also consider going on to YouTube if you want to transition using like the fake meats. Also consider going on to YouTube and looking up some videos of how you can make vegan meats from scratch because it's always better when you make it yourself. It's always healthier. You don't know a lot of times what's being put into the meats, but if you make it yourself. So for example, I like black bean burgers. It's a burger place. I forgot the name of it, but they sell sweet potato fries, real sweet potato fries, and black bean burger. And when I was in Arizona, I did my show out in Arizona. Shout out to my lovely friend in Arizona. I'm always looking for a nice restaurant I can go to with a vegan menu. And my light-skinned boyfriend at the time that I was with, he went out there with me and we were together. He's vegan too. He and I went to Smash Burger. That's the name of it. Smash Burger. And they made some of the most delicious black bean burgers I have ever had in my life. So, but you can make those too. You can take black beans. I've made burgers out of black beans and chickpeas. Those are actually my favorite two types of plant-based or plant-based burgers that are made out of beans. So you can do it that way. There's recipes on YouTube that you can look at these videos and learn how to make the burgers made out of beans. So I would actually recommend that, that you do it that way, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you if you absolutely feel that you have to have everything prepared for you because you're not ready, then go with, the store-bought vegan substitute meats. And they have a variety. I mean, you can go to any store like Publix, Walmart even, I believe, carries the different brands and get that. Okay, so that's for the people that just have to have some type of meat substitute that, it seems like is meat, but it's really not. And just a quick story. So I have a friend that's a vegan chef, and they make the most delicious vegan oxtails, y'all. Vegan oxtails, and I've had vegan oxtails. I had it from a restaurant down in Jacksonville. It's absolutely delicious. So you can play around with different meats that you would make from plants. You can play around with the flavors and all that kind of stuff. It's a good thing if you're the type of person that likes to experiment with cooking and stuff, then that may be the route to go. Okay, so let's say you're the type of person that just wants to you say, I want to just stop eating meat cold turkey, and I don't really have to have the meat substitutes. I just want to just go all in. Okay, so what I would recommend for you is to choose the plants, meaning the fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds and beans that you like the most. And you can eat whatever you want. It could be in, whatever quantity that you want it in. And your body will tell you when to stop. I mean, your body will tell you when to stop. But just choose the fruits and vegetables that you like And you just eat that. And eat as much as you need to eat until you are full. So, let me give you an example of what I mean. So, for me, when I eat my meals, I like to have salads. I find that salads are a good way to be a vegan, a plant-based vegan, because I can take that salad and I can chop up whatever I want in it. So I put things, I like kale, baby kale. I'll get me some baby kale, cut up me some onion, some tomato. I buy what I like. I don't just get plants or fruits and vegetables because it's healthy. I can actually get what I like. So I like green onion, sunflower seeds, almonds, avocado. Um, I like those kind of things in my salad. So that's what I eat. And sometimes I make a big, huge salad. And I like to put chickpeas in there chickpeas have a thickness to them that makes you full. So sometimes I'll throw some chickpeas up in there and my stomach is full and I'm not like the full. I don't know if y'all know that type of full where you be full when you eat a Thanksgiving meal, for example, where you eating like, you know, the standard Thanksgiving meal like turkey, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, etc. And you be like so stuffed that you can't hardly move. I can't stand being that type of full. That is not the full I like. I like the healthy, light, flowy type of full. And that's what I get when I eat like a nice big green salad. And I will give you a tip though. Don't use iceberg lettuce because it really doesn't have a lot of nutrients in it. The darker the green, the better. All right, so that's the green. So if you are into fruit, which you should be, get whatever fruit you like. If you like grapes, if you like pineapple, whatever the case may be, get the type of fruit. Because if you get what you like, you're going to be more likely to eat it. You don't want to be in a situation where you get fruits and vegetables because we know that they spoil easily. You don't want to be in a situation where you get the fruits and vegetables and you don't eat it. You're just wasting your money. That's not good, y'all. So, let me give y'all an example of what I buy when I go in the store. The fruits and vegetables that I like that are my staples that I know I'm gonna eat: mangoes, grapes, cherries, okay, bananas, coconut. I know I'm gonna eat that. So that's what I buy because I like it. So the moral of the story is this: if you want to transition into a vegan diet, get the type of fruits and vegetables that you like. Okay. Rice is also a good way to transition. Rice and beans. Rice and beans is classic. I recommend getting you some rice and beans, whatever type of bean you like. You know, you got your black beans, your chickpeas, your red beans, your lentils, your white beans, all kinds of beans. And experiment with some different types of rices like black rice, wild rice, yellow rice, brown rice. And use rice and beans with a big salad. One of the things I like to do. Some people don't like potatoes, but I'm a potato fan. Sometimes I will have potatoes cooked in different ways. Sometimes there'll be a baked potato, sometimes there'll be a boiled potato, spicy potato, and I'll have a big salad alongside it. Okay? And you can eat that. It's real simple. I skipped the breakfast because I'm not a breakfast eater like that. But if you do like breakfast, go for what's natural. Oatmeal, granola, freshly made granola you can make yourself. There's plenty of recipes on YouTube. Fresh fruits and vegetables, smoothies. Oh my God. You could do all of those for breakfast. And then follow up, like I said, with a salad for lunch. And then you can even do rice and beans salads, something like that for dinner. And then you just want to make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. I do not like water at all. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to somebody and act like I like water because I don't like water. But I will tell you that I think it's very important for you to drink water as you transition into a vegan diet because it's just always good to just add more water to your diet, whether you're vegan or not. You should be drinking water. Put some lemon up in your water. I'm one that likes to put lemon in my water because the alkalizing effect of the lemon. So I'll put the lemon in there, and plus it'll just give it like a better flavor because I don't like water. Also, a thing that you can do once you become more accustomed to being a vegan, I would tell you to be on the side of plant-based juices, whether it be fruit juice or vegetable juice. Get you a juicer, okay? Get you a juicer and get you a blender. And that leads me kind of into kind of the tools that you might need to start your vegan diet off, because you don't want to cook everything. You want to try to get in as many raw whole fruits and vegetables as you can. That's what, at least what I would recommend you do. And it's simply because it's just more nutrients when you eat the fruits and vegetables raw. But get you a blender, right? And get you a juicer, okay? And that way you can blend your fruits and vegetables or your fruits and make different types of smoothies. You know, it's so many different combinations. That's why it goes back to you got to get what you like. So for example, I am a huge fan of bananas. My smoothie base is bananas. I like to blend bananas with different nut milks. I like to blend bananas with almond milk, coconut milk, oatmeal milk, any type of nut milk. I'll blend my bananas and make me a smoothie. Some people like to make what they call an ice cream made out of bananas. It's ice cream made out of bananas. You get one of the blenders that does that. What else? Let's see. A food processor would be something very useful for some people to have. A spiralizer. You can use your spiralizer to make spaghetti, vegetable spaghetti. You know, you take stuff like zucchini, and the spiralizers are very cheap. You can get those from Walmart. And you can make like zucchini, carrots, squash, and make spaghetti out of it. You know, and then use your blender to make your sauces and that kind of thing. So yeah, and another thing I would recommend that you get if you want to start out being a vegan is a cookbook. Maybe you can even go out and purchase a cookbook, or if you don't want to do that and you just some of y'all like to sit back and just watch YouTube videos, you can pick a channel that you like, somebody that you like to follow, and look at the recipes that they make and mimic those recipes. You can do that too, okay? But overall, I want to let you know it's not hard being a vegan at all. It's really not. It's very simple. To me, I feel like it's more simple than, you know, eating meat and all the other processed food, because I can go into any store and grab me a couple of oranges and bananas, and in Publix they carry the cut up mangoes that I love, and the melons. I'm a big fan of melons, and I could go in that store and get that and eat that, and I'm good to go. Or one of the things I do is I carry nuts with me to snack on, like sunflower seeds I love, almonds I love, cashews I love. I carry that stuff with me in my car. I also carry some type of plant-based drink that I haven't taken the time to make myself, okay? So I just find it to be a lot easier than the standard American diet. So while people is going to McDonald's, they say, oh, I'm hungry. Let me stop at the nearest fast food restaurant to get something to eat. While they doing that, I'm busy reaching into my little pack I got in the back of my car that I keep eating my nuts, snacking on my nuts, stuff that's gonna actually give me energy. That's gonna actually make me feel good. that's not going to bring me down and make me sluggish like fast food does. And y'all know, if y'all honest with yourself, y'all, you working a 9 to 5, you take your lunch break at 12, you go to McDonald's or to Checkers or wherever, you eat that food and you get that, you be like, oh, I'm tired, and you're sleepy and you're not productive. That's not the case with a plant-based vegan diet. You know, I could pop some sunflower seeds, some almonds, some nuts, drink me some water or some pineapple juice or some almond milk or whatever I got with me, and I'm just like the energy, what they call it, the Energizer Bunny. I'm good to go. Okay, that's the power of the plants. Or sometimes I bring smoothies with me. I've been made like blueberries is my another one of my favorite bases. I've been made me a nice blueberry smoothie, and I can sip on that while I'm driving, and I got so much energy, and it's amazing. Or instead of popping through the drive-through, getting a burger or a pizza or some type of bad food that's gonna make you sleepy before it's time to go home, eat a big old salad. It could be a fruit salad, or it could be like a vegetable green salad, you know? So you want to eat food to give you energy, to make you feel good, mentally and physically. So, you know, it's worth it. I think it's worth it to, I encourage people to go vegan. I'm biased. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'm not one of them people that's going to come on here trying to force somebody to. You can't force anybody to do anything. But when it comes down to that diet, I'm very strict about my diet. We don't do meat, and I barely do processed foods, barely. And when I do processed foods, it's not like that heavy stuff. Sometimes I do eat processed food, but I tell you, I say 97% of the time, I'm eating something plant-based and very good and very healthy for you. We got some people on here. Let's see what y'all saying. Von Clark said, dark skin, Miss Rashida Strober, only number one and first dark skin activist. That's right. You tell him. I need to get back with a dark skin. Okay, New York. Okay, who knows? It could happen. I'm not opposed to it. My racial butterfly said, I can't be vegan because hog maws get me. Oh my God, nice and thick. I need a nice thick shaped chitlins and hog maws. Girl. Child. That is not gonna, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I understand. And that's funny that you mentioned that because the thick thing, black women, the black community wanting the women to be thick, that's one of the main reasons I've heard people not wanting to go vegan, because they'll say, oh, I want to be thick. I don't want to lose my shape. Child, let me tell you something. In the long run, if you go vegan and you work out, you'll have a hell of a lot better shape, and you will be healthier. That's the whole thing. You will actually be healthier. I don't know. I think it's more important to be healthy than to be thick. So I don't buy into that whole thick business in the black community, because I think it's keeping a lot of people from being healthy. And then when they get older, they realize, damn, I got to change it up. When they end up on high blood pressure medication, what you talking about, hog maws and chitlins, girl, that stuff will have you on high blood pressure medication. I done seen it happen to people. You don't want to go that route, child. You do not want to go that route. And when you get older, the doctor be telling you, oh, you got to stop eating this, and then you taking all this damn medication. Who wants to live like that? When you could just go, listen, you can make your food taste good. That's why I said get a cookbook. You can make your food taste good by applying different seasoning. That's one of the things I do. So, potatoes, for example. When I make my potatoes, hold on, y'all, let me walk past these people with the music. Oh, God. Y'all, they're over there having a party. Oh, okay, let me walk past them. Give me a second. And they sound like they playing R. Kelly, too. Sound like they playing R. Kelly. If you guys like the work that I do, you benefiting from my work, go to my Cash App, $, rashidalala. Once again, $ rashidalala, and make a contribution to my dark skin activist tour. Okay, so back to what I was saying. You don't want to continue eating chitlins and hog maws and all that kind of stuff. Because as you get older, see, you could get away with it a little bit while you're young, but when you start to get older, I'm finna tell you right now, that stuff gonna catch up with you in a bad way. I've seen people on as much as 20 different medications. Do you really want to be caught? And then they be so huge. A lot of the problem be caused by the fact that they're huge. And that usually goes hand in hand with a standard American diet where people eat meat and they don't move. They don't move their body. They are sedentary. You see, and the beauty of eating a vegan diet that's plant-based, don't get me wrong, that's plant-based, guys, is it's gonna make you wanna move. You're not gonna wanna sit still and watch TV all day or be on the internet all day. If you out here eating good stuff like mangoes and papaya and bananas and avocado, kale, and all this delicious plant-based food, let me tell you something. You are going to want to get up off your behind and you are going to want to move because you're going to have a lot of energy. You're not going to want to sit there. Versus eating some fried chicken from the local chicken restaurant. When you eat that food, your ass is going to want to lay down and go to sleep. And that's how the fat and the calories compound. And that's how you end up gaining weight. And that's how you end up gaining a lot of disease. So, yeah, there's so many benefits to going vegan. And I wish people would just give it a try. And they will understand. We would have a more healthier society. That's another aspect of it. If you want to stay out of the doctor's office and get off all the medications that people be on, shy. Danielle said, I've been vegan for 8 years and I'm never going back. I love that. She said, however, I do eat meat and cheese substitutes sometimes. I love it. Let me tell you, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy to hear that. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to give y'all a secret about Rashida Strober. I really have a profound respect for black vegans. Especially the raw vegans. And I'm talking about the ones that are disciplined enough to eat the plants. So when I hear somebody say that, they are vegan, and not that I don't have a respect for people that are vegans that are not black, but the thing is, I think that our communities, the black community has been so, it's crazy. We've been bombarded with a lot of fast food restaurants. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. We've been bombarded with liquor stores, corner stores. I remember growing up, the hog head cheese and all the meats that were sold in the meat stores and corner stores and them doggone meat packages. And it's just had such a negative influence on how we see food. I got friends who felt like they had arrived when the first of the month came and they was able to buy their meat packages and fill up their refrigerator, you know what I'm saying, with meats. They felt like they had arrived just because they could do that. And I look and I think about that now and they think I'm crazy. So I don't really say anything anymore. I don't try to preach to these people. I just do what I do and maintain Rashida and keep on moving. And, I have friends. I remember I was in a beauty supply store and I saw a person that I went to school with. And I am not here bragging. I'm just giving y'all an example of what a vegan diet and a good lifestyle could do, where you don't drink, you don't smoke, you work out, and you eat good food. I was in this store with my daughter, and I saw this young lady that I went to school with, and she said, Rashida, you look the same. How you stay so slim? She was like, she couldn't believe it. And I'm looking at her like, and I looked at her and I recognized who she was. And yeah, she did look different. Still very pretty, put on a little, I ain't gonna say a little weight, on a lot of weight. I ain't trying to be rude or disrespectful to nobody. I'm just telling y'all what it is. And she, she had changed. And she said, girl, she kept going on and on, no lie. My daughter will tell you about how I looked. And she was saying that I basically looked the same when we was, again, I know a lot of people talk about how young they look because they want to brag on themselves. But I'm honestly not trying to do that. I'm just telling y'all the power of what a vegan diet can do for you. And she just could not believe it. And she asked me what was I doing, and I told her. I told her what it is that I was doing, and that's the secret, which is really no secret. It's not that big of a deal. It's just about disciplining oneself to go ahead and do what you need to do. That's all it's about. And yeah, that's what it was. And she couldn't believe it. And then I remember she said, when I was explaining to her about my dietary regimen and, my lifestyle regimen, she was like, girl, I can't do that. That's the first thing people in our community will say. Girl, I can't do. Yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can if you want. If that's what you want to do. If you put your mind to it and you make up into your mind and you say this is what I'm going to do, you absolutely can. Because I was not always vegan, people. I grew up eating, like I said, bad food because my mama wasn't no vegan. My mama was not a vegan. My mama did kind of exercise, but she damn sure wasn't no vegan. And to this day, my mama cooked greasy food. Oh my God, I would never eat her food. I don't eat my mama cooking because it's greasy and it's not vegan, and I don't touch it. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be rude. It's about lifestyle. It's what I just won't do to myself and what I won't put in my body. Because I value myself. I value my body. And I got a lot of more work to do on earth while I'm here. And I can't be putting all that bad stuff in my body like that. So I won't touch her food. And it's not because it's not good, because I grew up eating the food and she is a good cook. But she be cooking smothered pork chops and all kinds of grease. And the hog maws and chitlins that biracial butterfly was talking about. And the greasy behind artery clogging macaroni and cheese and cornbread. I cannot be eating that stuff. I cannot be eating that stuff, honey. No, I'm not trying to catch no heart attack. And even my stepdad, he stopped eating a lot of her cooking because it was giving him like the acid indigestion. And let me tell you something, honey, when you gotta take Pepto-Bismol and antacids, you know you on the wrong diet. You know you are on the wrong diet, folks. If you have to take, I do not take antacids. I don't have to take none of that stuff because the fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and plants are easily digestible. So I don't need to take an antacid to digest my food. I think it's ridiculous, but that's what the industry wants you to do because, again, if you're eating all this bad food, the pharmaceutical industry is built off of the fact that you eat this bad food and you're going to need something to help you to digest it because it's so not what your body wants. Your body is rejecting it. Let me see if I can stop and read some of y'all comments because I know I'm talking here. Ah, thank you, Eric. Thank you. I appreciate that. Biracial Butterfly said, I love me some hot chicken wings and dip. Oh my God, he tripping today. But you know what? Listen up. You can actually make a vegan version of that. Quiet as it's kept, if you use cauliflower are kind of shaped like chicken wings. You can take the cauliflower and you can fry them up, or you can bake them, put them in like a wing sauce, and make you some. There's vegan ranch dips, all that, and you can actually make that. Okay, you don't have to eat the meat version of it, and the plant version is just as good. So there's substitutes. I'm trying to tell you, the vegan lifestyle is amazing. That's one part of my lifestyle that I haven't really shared with you guys, but it's an amazing part of my lifestyle that maybe I need to start because it makes me very happy. I'm very proud that I've been a vegan for almost 10 years now. And before that, I was vegetarian since starting back in 2004. And I just am very proud of myself. And I love my lifestyle. I love the way I live and eat every day because it's healthy and I feel good about it. And it makes me be able to have the ability to take on the world and do what I need to do. So that's one of my life, one of the things about me. I know y'all always hear me come over here talk about dark skin, and I go through a lot of things, but that vegan diet is powerful. If you eat plants, it'll help you persevere. Somebody said, oh, oyster mushrooms. Yes, you're right, Nina Jones. She said oyster mushrooms. Yes, I know a person that substitutes oyster mushrooms for like fried rice. That's the thing. The beauty of the plants is you could do so much with it. Like there's literally no limit. And the COVID, hopefully when the COVID go away, I'm gonna run. Some of y'all followed me in 2019 when I ran the Atlanta Peachtree Road Race. I'm gonna run it again in 2021. It was canceled, but y'all gonna see me transition. When I do my marathons, I become, there's levels to veganism. So just so you guys know, Fruitarianism is a level to veganism. So whenever I decide to run marathons, I do my marathon running on a fruitarian diet, straight up. I do my marathon running on a fruitarian diet, and it works. This ain't something that somebody told me or I watched. I actually did it. That's how I know it works like a charm. So yeah, I'm gonna be in 2021. One of my plans is to run some marathons again, and I did the 10K, which is 6 miles. The ultra marathon runners, there's a guy named the Fruitarian Runner that I have a lot of respect for. If you guys Google on YouTube the Fruitarian Runner, I can't think of his real name, but this guy runs ultra marathons on fruit, and I studied and followed him for a while, and then I tried the Fruitarian on myself because I've always been a runner, and lo and behold, that fucking Fruitarian diet is amazing. My body recovered quick, fast, in a hurry off of fruits. I was out there when I was training last year. I was out there running 6 miles every day. Okay, at the age of 41, and they say people feel like, I guess when they get older, they I don't know what the hell people be thinking, but I don't see it like that, because all you gotta do is take care of yourself and you're good to go. So I was out there eating my fruits. I was eating mangoes, a lot of mangoes. And I would get out there in the hot sun and I would run every day like it was nothing. And then I got out there and I did yes, my light-skinned boyfriend was there. He filmed the whole thing. And he will tell you that I ran the entire 10K, no problem, didn't stop. People were stopping. No, I ain't do none of that. I probably could have went further, but it was only 10K. It was only 6 miles. But yeah, that's the power of the Fruitarian diet. There's also raw vegan runners and vegan runners. And that's another thing that's got me interested in the raw foods, just taking it to the next level, is the runners. Raw vegan runners and fruitarians, they have a track record of doing long distance ultra running like no other. I don't see that track record with people that eat processed foods. They can't get like the vegan runners and the fruitarians. They're just better. Now we all know in the running community that the Kenyans is fire. Okay, the Africans be the shit, boy, when it comes down to running. Respect to my East African brothers and sisters, they don't play. And a lot of them do the vegan diet as well. But I found that the fruitarian diet worked really well for me in order to be able to do all that running I was doing. I was going every day, like like clockwork. It was my religion. It became my religion. There's nothing that I love better to do than running. Aside from dark skin activism, I love to run. Okay, and I had to do something to make sure that I'm able to keep my body in tune. And I found that fruitarianism is a way to do that. So yeah, y'all, that's just a few tips on what you could do. Obviously, don't smoke, don't drink. If you smoke and if you drink, I get it. I've never been a smoker myself. I've never drank. I've never done drugs. None of that stuff. I've always, even from a young person, like in my 20s and teens, I left high school and was taking care of myself. I always vowed. People could call me a narcissist, call me whatever. One thing I've always vowed, I'm going to take good care of my temple because I only got one. So that's one thing that's very important. Take care of your temple. Do not smoke. Do not drink. Do not do drugs and alcohol. Don't do that. Get on the plants in terms of a vegan diet. Try it. Another tip that I want to give you is if you want to transition, maybe consider having one vegan meal a week and then up it to 2 and go slow. And if that's too fast for you, maybe, I don't know. Well, I guess that's probably one of the easiest ways to transition if you're doing it, if you're having one vegan meal a week. That's not a lot to ask. And see how you like it, you know? And but whatever you do, take care of yourself. So I hope that this video has been helpful to people that are interested, obviously not just dark-skinned people, but again, my target is, I am the dark-skinned activist. My target is dark-skinned people, so that's why I titled it. I hope this video has been helpful to someone that wants to transition into veganism, and I promise that I'm gonna try my best to make some more videos showing y'all some of the food I make. Like this morning, I made this delicious oatmeal, so good for you. But you know, you don't always think about, oh, let me get on camera and make this. You just living your everyday life. So sorry, y'all, if I can't come on and make my food and show it to y'all. But I'm gonna try to get better about that. But it's a lifestyle. It's something that you just get up and you just do. That's what I encourage you. Just do. You get hungry, go eat some bananas. You get hungry, go eat some grapes. Don't go out. Don't go to the fast food. Just keep moving past the fast food. Go to Whole Foods. You know, skip the fast food for Whole Foods if you got one in your community. Or go to, listen, you can do the vegan thing. It don't gotta be Whole Foods. I can do vegan wherever I go. I don't gotta go to Whole Foods. You know, I could go to Publix, I can go to Walmart, I can go to Save a Lot and get me some bananas and some oranges and some grapes, and I'm good to damn go. And get me some water or some juice, I'm good to go. You can vegan wherever if you really want to. It's not that hard. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Look out for my upcoming book. Go to my website, darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. Become a member so that you can find out when I'm going to be releasing my book, Inventing Dark Skin Activism, the Rashida Strober story. And I'm going to produce a documentary. And I'm going to tell the story of how I brought dark skin and colorism to the internet and how they ripped me off and stole from me. My Cash App is $rashidalala, $rashidalala. And I want to thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all enjoy it.